Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm the Zombicutioner and I am back with another great video. If you guys didn't actually see my last video, I'll leave that link for you guys on screen right now. I'm going to ask that you guys watch that video in full if you guys have not already, because I am going to be talking about some things in this one that I went in depth about in our last video. So I'm not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's get right into this video. So like I mentioned for you guys in my last video, I believe that Richtofen has been using the MDT to go through trans-dimensional teleportation. And in one of these dimensions, he has a purified test subject of each of our 4 crew members. Shortly after I posted this theory for all of you guys to see, and you guys received that theory extremely well, and thank you for that. Mr. Rafflewaffles and Johnny J25 actually did some great work in the community. Mr. Rafflewaffles actually solved Apothecan language and went as far to make a website for everybody to see. I'll leave that link to it in the description down below. Johnny J also took this information and applied it to the summoning key and found out what all of those characters' translations mean. But I'm here today to explain to you guys what the power of birth and growth while using the summoning key mean. So it is no secret that Richtofen actually gained the knowledge of the summoning key from the Canorium and has his own plans for how it will actually be used, which is why we see him appear in the Shadows of Evil Easter egg retrieving the key. So here's where it actually gets interesting, guys. Surely Richtofen is unable to create these test subjects alone just by using sacrificial blood. He needs something more, something with special powers. And after he gained the knowledge of the powers of the summoning key, he knew exactly what he must do. In order to ensure that his plan is carried out and he preserves a better tomorrow, he must of course have a backup plan first. And he was now able to have a way to create one. I am positive that Richtofen knew what he would be facing and that he would face no problem when trapping the souls of the 1.0 characters of himself, Tank, and Takio, but was unaware of how the events would play out leading up to when he would be securing Nikolai's soul, which is why he left him for last and ensured that these test subjects were ready just in case the plan now failed. So the reason that Richtofen actually leaves Nikolai for last was because he was not sure how Nikolai would be responding to their trans-dimensional travels, and when he began to behave in a manner that worried Richtofen enough, he then felt they must now set forth the events needed to first occur and must explain what this insurance policy is by taking them to this dimension so everybody was now on the same page if something wrong were to happen. The reason Nikolai is here as well is because I believe Richtofen's biggest fear is not knowing what will happen after all 4 of the souls have been captured. So Richtofen showed that he has been using this sacrificial blood to grow or birth these new purified test subjects. Hence Dempsey's quote at the end of the Easter egg saying that he was not expecting that. Without this summoning key, Richtofen would have never been able to set these events in motion, which is why with this theory I believe that our Origins Richtofen is actually trying to ensure a better tomorrow, like he says, because he went as far to create a new body for each of our 4 characters because he understood the dangers of what is happening and what they will be facing. Because if they actually lost possession of the summoning key, we could see its powers used in an evil manner, like the summoning of the overlords in Shadows of Evil, and potentially ending our entire storyline as we know it. If you guys want to see a video on what it could actually mean if they lost the summoning key, comment key in the comments below. But that'll wrap up today's video, guys. I know it was a short one, but I felt it was necessary to tie together my theory and the powers of the summoning key. So if you found this video at all informational, be sure to smack that like button right in the face and drop them comments down below. Maybe, just maybe, even subscribe and tell a friend. After all, I'm doing this channel for you guys and my personal enjoyment. So I'll see you guys in the next one.